Mombak is the largest executor of reforestation projects in Brazil for the purpose of carbon removal. The Brazilian Amazon is larger than India. It's a huge landmass, and unfortunately, it's already been 20% deforested. That's an area the size of Germany. When we acquired this farm that we are standing on right now, this farm is half of the size of Manhattan. It's a 3,000 hectare farm. All you could see was grass. It was grass that was planted by the farmer 40 years ago in order to feed the cows that he put on that land. Trees grow faster in Brazil than almost anywhere else on Earth. Why is the Amazon, the world's largest forest, where it is? Because that's where the world's single best conditions for forest growth are.
Some trees are 10 meters tall, some trees are 2 meters tall. Talk to me about the different trees that you've put into this forest.
We can't just plant random trees. What we actually do is we cultivate forests, which is a much more complex and scientifically driven activity, and also it has to be done at industrial scale with industrial techniques. We've now gotten to the point where we're planting 1 tree per second. We're very fortunate that in Brazil, we actually happen to have the world's largest and most sophisticated commercial forestry industry. In Brazil, there are 12 million hectares planted of eucalyptus to make paper products, things like toilet paper, cardboard boxes, diapers, etc. One of the reasons that the traditional forestry industry that uses eucalyptus monocultures has become so large is because of genetic improvement. Over the last 50 years, they have used techniques to make eucalyptus trees that grow 4 times faster. This has never been done with native Brazilian trees, native Amazonian trees.
The major challenge here, the different challenge, is that we are trying to improve many species at the same time.
So instead of focusing on one eucalyptus, you have 40 trees that you're working on. Tell me about how you make the decision for each individual seedling that becomes each individual tree that becomes one large forest.
The first step is ranking all the candidate species we have regarding the amount of carbon it produces per hectare per year. Seedlings surviving the dry season is the second important criteria. And finally, how prolific a given species is for producing seeds.
What sounds amazing to me is not only are you planting new forests, you're using seeds from the Amazon to optimize Amazonian trees to plant where the Amazon used to be.
We use machine learning in order to discover patterns in the data that we can't find ourselves, such as it turns out if species A and species B are planted next to each other, they both grow faster and die less often than if they aren't. And obviously, as one of the world's largest and most sophisticated technology companies, Google has the tools and the know-how in order to help us improve those things. In 50 years, we're going to be able to come back here and we're going to be able to see those trees, just absolutely gigantic. And we're going to know that once we're gone, they're going to continue to live on for another 300 to 400 years, carrying on our legacies.